do the just do the link for my page. Okay, so I don't know who's here. Here we go. Okay, so today's reading. Let's have a look and see what messages we get for today using Vesta's Art Oracle. Okay, it is available through Make Playing Cards, of course. So today's cards, let's have a look. I am going to have to turn on the light, I think. It says Divine Spirit. I'm in the flow of abundance. So this is about having abundance in one's life. Interesting. Oh, the light. There we go. So this is about being in the flow of abundance. That's today's message. Being in the flow of abundance. The second one is about looking beyond the illusion to create your reality. It's a magic trick. So it's about looking beyond the surface, seeing what's below. So being in the flow allows you maybe to look beyond the surface to actually see what's actually going on, which is super important. Eye of the storm. So it's about seeing the stillness in between all this chaos that's going on as well. So when you're able to be in that flow of abundance, you allow yourself to see beyond the illusion and allow yourself to actually be in a sense of inner peace within oneself. Even though there may be chaos around you, there is that sense of inner peace. And the last card talks about being in balance. Being in balance with oneself is so important. That's an interesting message from Vesta's Art Oracle. Just to start with. So I'm just seeing if anyone sort of comes online. I know this is a bit of a random live, if you like. It's a bit of a random live. This time it is now 8:07 p.m. here in New Zealand on a Thursday evening, 10th of February 2022. Ooh, it is a warm day. It has been really, really hot here in New Zealand today, in Hawke's Bay. It has been super warm, that's for sure. So it's definitely not sitting right. This thing is just not doing what I want it to do. It keeps moving. So it's definitely very, very warm. So let's have a look and grab some of my other decks around the place. Let me just grab some of my own. Here. Okay, Hikate's Crossing Journey to the Crossroads Tarot and Crossroads Oracle. So let's have a look at the Crossroads Oracle. See what message we're going to pull up here. What topic, what are we going to think about here? We have a message from the angels. It's about connecting with the angels and about seeing the illusion. Again, we get the sense of an illusion seems to be coming up quite a bit in the readings as well. So it's definitely about being into the unknown, maybe being looking at the cycles of what's actually going on. So connecting with the angels. So let's have a look and see if we have a message here. Using Journey to the Crossroads Tarot deck, which you can find on Make Playing Cards. You can find it in different sizes. It is available in a tarot size as well as the smaller size here. Okay, so we have the Knight of Swords. So we've got that movement happening quite quickly going on. It seems to be a very quick movement. As we listen to our guides, as we connect with our spirituality. resurrecting who we truly are is really important as well in this process. Well, maybe we've been feeling a little bit constrained, a little bit restricted by what's actually going on. And so that's why we sort of been trying to sort of break away from those binds, those things that bind us, that restrict us. Allowing ourselves to sort of nurture our emotions, deal with our emotions as well, which is super, super important. So interesting combination of cards there. It is warm. And it's interesting. So let's have a look at the cards that I'm actually looking at the moment. Put these away. Decks that I'm actually using at this time. I've been sort of looking at the deck of Heroes. It's been quite a sort of a popular deck that I've been sort of using at this time. And I've actually been using it a lot with the Love Oracle. Best is Art Love Oracle, of course. Just gives you that message. So they've been quite good to work together. Okay, other decks I've been working with have been a lot of sort of Rider-Waite-Smith type decks. I have actually been working with the, especially when I've been using the Mindful Tarot book, I have been using Universal. Tarot. It's been quite a good little deck to work with. Have been using Vice Versa as well. With this deck here, it's a Rider-Waite-Smith based deck, and it's on both sides. Where's Caribbean? So it works. So you've got two sides to every card, which is interesting when you're doing a reading because you don't know which side you're going to actually get. I sort of like mixing it up. So it's definitely interesting when doing a reading. Okay, another deck I love working with is the Waterfall Tarot. It's done by Watercolor, done by Tarot Oracle. Okay, I have been using the before and after tarot decks as well. And then in here, oops. That's been quite interesting. So we've got the Vice Versa, before and after, Waterfall Tarot, the Universal Tarot, and the Smith-Waite. It's the borderless one. So that's been quite good. Okay, and also the Starman Tarot has been quite a used quite a bit. can see the colours in there, quite a complex imagery. Let's have a look. Other decks I've used. Oh, the Romantic Tarot as well, which I quite like this with the different cities in Europe. Ooh, Victorian type imagery. So definitely interesting. So we've got the Tarot del Tango. Which is a pip deck, Marseille. Which is quite cool. Whew, it is hot. Definitely a lot of heat going on here. Okay, just gives you an idea of some of the decks that I've been working with over time. Oh, also, I forgot Herbcraft Tarot. Working with herbs. That's definitely interesting. Okay, and Tarot of the Divine. Reached mine. Okay, so that's done. Of course, the Coffee Tarot. Which, of course, is a bit different with the coffee cups and the theme of coffee. Of course, there's Supernatural, the Labyrinth Tarot as well. And Moon Baby and Elemental Wisdom. Oh. So there's definitely a variety of tarot decks there. Oof. Oracle decks, Shadow of the Light. Of course. Language of Flowers. Also the ultimate divine feminine and masculine, divine masculine deck. Starting to work with them in a more intimate way. Started working with Spirit of the Animals, of course. And the Native American Oracle. Also the Chinese Oracle. This is the Chinese animals, Chinese zodiac. Cards of time, which you will see on the YouTube channel. You will see that they are coming up. So that's the numerology with the houses, and then the zodiacs, or sun signs, and the days of the week as well. So interesting combination. Yeah. Whew, it is hot, that's for sure. Astrology reading cards and connection. Cards of time. So those are quite good. They're planets, sun signs, and houses as well. Okay, and then we have the crystal alley cards. Okay, we've got crystal alley cards. Working with crystals, chakras, elements. And then we have uncover your past life. Okay, also we have the Power of Love activation cards. Quite beautiful. Yep. Let's see if I can change this. Wonder if I can change. Wonder if that works better. Shouldn't have mirrored it. That's better. Now we can read those better. Hi, Pratima. Whew, it is hot here. So that's sort of looking at the decks that I'm using at the moment. Yep, would you like a reading? Sure can. What was your question? Whew. What's your question that you would like? Whew. Can you be a K-pop idol? Okay. Let's have a look. Time to be just a little bit crazy. Okay, here, let's just fix this camera up. It's just a mind of its own at the moment. Talking about whisper. Okay, so I can see what it sort of entitles for you. Talking about being a little crazy. So talk here, and it's about blending. It's about bringing in your skills and your abilities to make the changes that you sort of need to do at the moment. Don't be too excessive. Just bring things into moderation. allowing yourself that sense of success in the direction that you actually want to go. Don't need your date of birth, don't need any of that. That's fine. So, Lipsa, it's all about can you be a K-pop idol? It's all about being a little bit crazy. It's all about moderation, not blending all of your abilities or your skills together to not be excessive, but just do what you need to do to have the success that you want, do the direction. So there are some things that you actually need to do to achieve that result. And it could be a sense of here you've got the sense of giving unconditionally towards it. There are some commitment that you need to actually do. There might be about your singing and whatever you want to do with that all. There is some things that you actually need to achieve. You need to give, you need to commit to it unconditionally, which is really, really important. And there is a shift in that direction, leaving behind the chaos, moving into smoother waters, if you like. So there are some things as, can you be a K-pop idol? The possibility is yes, but there are some things that you actually need to do to achieve that goal, which is super, super important. Okay, let's have a look. Connecting with your angel. Or connecting with your higher self, if you like, or connecting with your guides, connecting with the higher good to achieve your results. So yes, it's possible, but there are some things that you need to do to actually achieve it. It's not going to become easy. There is a bit of work to do to achieve that success. There are some things that you actually need to do, which is super important. So yes, you could be, but there are some things that you need to do to achieve that. And if you don't do those things, then it may not happen, but there is a possibility of it being there. So hopefully that helps. I mean, there are some things that you need to do to achieve that goal, but the possibility is definitely there. So that's kind of cool. Whew. Thank you. Take care. Let's see what message of love. What message of love? Is kindness. You are humanitarian, made of love, and you're able to share that energy with others, which seems quite important. So let's have a look. Card there. Kindness. A kind soul that is part of our human lexicon for a reason. Your gentle heart is a reservoir of kindness, and you give generously to others through encouraging words, smiles, natural concern, and support. By living in the space of kindness, you treat everyone with the utmost respect and tend to put their needs before your own. People love being in your presence because it feels good to be encouraged and accepted. Kindness is demonstrating genuine compassion. It can never be false or forced because it comes from the caring, nurturing center of your being. Kindness expects nothing in return, for it is your own reward. Understand that when you share this energy, it will have a ripple effect on every person you come into contact with. Remember also the need to be kind to yourself. Realize that you're always a work in progress. Oh, it's just a continuation, really. Whew. Just the love, power of love activation, bit of a collective reading. It sort of continues. It may resonate with you in some way. Reading completed. I just start mucking around with the cards, really. start pulling different cards just for collective, just if anyone's watching, just do half now video. So we've got a lizard spirit. It's about dreaming. Dream the world into being. Anything's possible. Whew. Okay, just continuing doing sort of collective readings just for whoever's watching this video, just another 4 minutes, and then I'm going to close up. Just wanted to do sort of a quick online. So here we've got 6 of Wands, and that's about victory and success. So it's all about maybe you've been through some battles and some challenges, and you're finally moving forward with success. This definitely feels like you've got a victory going on. There's more to maintain, but it's definitely the achievement is there. Here we have the Magician. The Magician does talk about the sense of looking beyond the illusion, as above, so below, using your skills and abilities to manifest your reality. Maybe you've got a sleight of hand, could be about a con man, maybe someone who's not so trustworthy because of that sleight of hand. So those are the things you can think about when you see the Magician. Okay, so next card we have is Judgment. Judgment does talk about resurrection, resurrecting oneself, resurrecting one's authenticity, being authentic in oneself. Also can talk about a sense of awakening, awakening one's own spirituality as well. Maybe there's a sense of bearing all for others. Could be blowing your own trumpet, so to speak, as well. I see that in this card as well. So here we have the 5 of Wands, which talks about battles and conflicts. So there definitely feels like there's a lot of battles, a lot of conflicts. Maybe there's some games, mind games going on. Some, you know, just feel like there's a bit of a battle, a bit of a, yeah, I just feel like there's some mind games or some sort of pranks going on by others. Maybe another aspect of this card. Is the conflict inner, or is it with other people around you? Could be at work, or it could be with family or with the relationship. It definitely feels like there's some battles going on. Here we have the Knight of Swords, which is rushing ahead. It's definitely a lot of movement. He's youthful, or they're a youthful person. Someone who sort of maybe someone who rushes into things, into battle, so to speak, with a battle cry. I don't know whether they strategize or plan before they rush in. This could be a reminder to sort of slow down a little bit. Don't always be in a rush. Can be a sense of maybe, you know, what are your perspectives? Maybe you're rushing into the plan or rushing into your perspectives, you know, your thoughts and ideas, and not really understanding where they're at. So that's an interesting card. So here we have the King of Cups. King of Cups is a mature man, masculine energy, someone who could be someone who's quite practical with their emotions. They sometimes put their emotions to one side. They don't really dive deep into their emotions or into things. They sort of seem to dip their toes in. They're very caring and kind, but they don't quite go full hog into the situation. Quite interesting there. Okay, last card I'm going to look at for the moment is the Page of Swords. Page of Swords to me is someone who expects the truth but may not always see the truth. They don't really have that experience or true understanding of what the truth actually is, even though they may expect it. They may not always get it because of their youthful attitude. There might be truth seeker. They're always looking for the truth. And maybe not yet finding it. They feel like maybe they're not quite seeing the bigger picture to the whole thing. They might be looking in the wrong direction to it. Okay, so that's it from me. Just a really quick look. Did a reading and just looking at the different decks that I'm using, and going through some of the meanings of some of the cards based on the Rider-Waite Smith type imagery. This is the Waterfall Tarot, just to sort of give you an idea of some of the cards. So that's it from me. Oh, I'll come back later. Take care and blessed be.